Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to keep going with my declutter series. So today I'm going to do my bronzer slash contour drawer, and then I'll show you also my face palette drawer. I don't know if I'm going to declutter anything out of there. So if you're curious what face palettes I have, I figured I would include it in this video, but that's what we're going to be doing in this one. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. I've done palettes, blush, and highlighter, so check those videos out. I will try and remember and link them down below. Make sure you're subscribed. Again, if you're not already, if you're already subscribed, I really appreciate you being here. We're just going to keep going with the declutter. So yeah, that's all I have, and let's get into the bronzer. So this is my bronzer drawer, and now we're high enough up the thing that I can sit in a chair, but I don't have as many bronzers as I do like other categories, so I don't know how much. I think there's a couple things in here I can get rid of, so we're just going to get into it. One for sure I'm going to keep, and I used this the other day. This is the Too Faced Pineapple Sun. I really like, and this isn't like a true like glittery bronzer. It's got a little bit of a shift to it, but it's definitely pretty, and I like using it with matte contour. It blends out well, and then I do occasionally use this highlighter. So this one will stay. This is one that I got from the holiday set 2 years ago. It's the Chocolate Soleil, so this is one of my favorite contours. And then Angel Wings is also a decent, like, natural, more natural-esque highlighter, but I just hate the packaging of this. I'm going to keep that. Unicorn Tears is one of my shimmery bronzers that I use to blend out my contour. I wouldn't say like shimmery, satin-esque. Let's use the word satin, because these aren't necessarily glittery, but they're not matte. And I will just mix in, has kind of like a fruit. It doesn't have a chocolate smell, but there is like some slight fragrance in here. But I do like this one from the Unicorn collection forever ago. A new one to me, this is from Becca. This is in Sunset Waves, and I usually will just dip my brush in because you got a little bit of like a blushy tone, highlight tone. I just kind of swirl my brush around and it gives it like a pretty sheen. One that I think I'm going to get rid of, and this I got as like, I was trying to get a bunch of Wet n Wild stuff to have more drugstore. This is super glittery. Like this is really, this looks like super metallic, like glitter on me. And I like a good glittery bronzer. Like I'm not opposed to glitter at all, but this I like just did not look. It could be because my skin's gotten a little more textured the older I've gotten. Like this just did not, I felt like didn't look pretty or natural. Because with a lot of my glowy bronzers, it gives me a nice sun-kissed look. This, I just looked like pure glitter on me. So I think I'm going to declutter that. I said there's not going to be as much in here as I have this one. I do use this. I just hate the packaging on this. It's more subtle. It does have a little bit of a glow. I do have to build this one up more. I want to swatch it next to, that's from Makeup Revolution. That's their Summer of Love. And then I have this Take a Vacation one that's also nice. But I don't know. Like I feel like they're not even, like they do show up on my skin. I feel like I can probably get rid of this. Like it's just so chunky. Like I like it, but I think next to this one, like I don't necessarily need this. So we'll get rid of that because I end up using the same ones over and over. Like this is, I use this one a lot. This and the Becca one are the two that I use the most. This is the Chocolate Gold. So it's got some gold shimmer in it compared to the Chocolate Soleil. I like it. I use it all the time. Gonna keep that. I have this little baby Bare Mineral one, and it's got dust on it. I'm gonna pass that along. It looks like it's a pretty contour color. I just never use this. Never ever use that. So we'll get rid of that. I am gonna keep my Wet n Wild contouring duo. This was the first contour palette I ever bought. Not this one specifically. I got rid of the other one that I had because it was pretty much gone. I had completely used it up, but I repurchased it. So I have it. It's a good drugstore option. And then I have my Kaleidos. This is the medium. Yeah, warm and medium, because I have a yellow, like olive undertone. So this is the one that works for my skin tone. I like both of these. They're very firmly pressed, so I don't use it as often as some of my others, but they both work well. So we'll keep that. And then I have a couple of contour palettes in here. Like I have this Revolution Sculpt and Glow Duo, which I forgot that I owned because it gets pushed back, but this is supposed to be a dupe for, I don't remember if it's a Charlotte Tilbury, like some high-end brand. So I do have that one that I, like I said, completely forgot was in here. I got this e.l.f. one. See, some of this stuff you can tell I never use because it's dusty. I'm not going to declutter this one yet. This is, what is this? Bronzed Peach. It's supposed to be a dupe for the NARS, like, Orgasm Duo and their Laguna bronzer, but I haven't actually used it. I did declutter my Orgasm blush in my last declutter, but I'm going to hold on to this. I got it at Marshall's for like $2, so we'll keep that. And then I have a Zoeva like cream contour palette. I've never used it, as you can see, but I want to try cream contouring more, so I have it. So I'm going to hold on to that for a little bit. This will maybe end up getting decluttered if I don't find myself reaching for it. But I have my Cocoa contour palette that I like. This one I haven't tried yet. I got this one, I think, as a free gift. This is the Pro HD contour palette. And then I have this other Makeup Revolution Ultra Contour Palette. So it's a little bit different. I don't know that I necessarily need both of these. I think I like the range in this one better, and I'm blinding you, I apologize, but I think I'm going to pass this one along because there's some similar shades, and I never use these highlighters. Like, there's a highlighter in here. Like, I never use those. So I think I'm going to get rid of that one because I like having some drugstore options for videos, but I don't find myself using them a lot. So I'm going to keep this one because I do like Makeup Revolution's bronzer formula. And then I have this Morphe one that I got like for drugstore, but again, I've never used it. I feel like I'll maybe want to try this, but again, like there's highlight shades in here and I'm never going to use those probably. They're pretty. I might hold on to this a little bit longer just because I haven't used this at all. I've never touched it. So I'm going to hold on to that for a little bit. I do have the KVD, the Shade and Light palette. I got it in a mystery bag, which I'm very happy that I have it. I do like it. I don't need all these contour palettes. My Tarte Park Avenue Princess has been a favorite for a long, long time. Carrot and Princess Cut, and then I'm able to use pretty much most of the palette because I do like a lot of bronzer, so I'll go in with a little bit of a deeper shade once in a while. So I do utilize most of the palette. I do think I'm going to get rid of this. I never use this. It's all matte. It's got a bunch of matte shadows and then matte contour. It's nice. I love Tarte. But I never reach for this, and I feel bad, like it's just sitting in here, and I really wanted this. I got this in a subscription box. I was happy to have it and try it. This is the Clay palette, the original one, but again, it's never, like, it never gets any use, and I feel bad that it's in there, like, just rotting, basically. So I think I'm going to keep, and then I have a couple from Apocalyptic Beauty. I have a gray one that I keep for, and then this is a really shimmery bronzy one, but I keep the gray tone mainly for like Halloween makeup. So, and that other small one's not really taking up any space. So yeah, I don't, like I said, I don't have a ton of bronzers compared to like everything else because I've kind of found what I like, and I'm somebody that'll use like the same stuff over and over, and I don't feel like I need to have a ton of stuff for the sake of having a ton of stuff. I'm trying to leave the cream one on top just so that I can remember to try it, but I did actually declutter like 3 bronzers and 2 palettes, so that's good. And then I'm going to show you the face drawer. I don't think I'm going to declutter anything. I might, but I don't keep a ton in here because for one, it's bulky. And for two, I've kind of, again, found what I like and I use most of what's in here. So this is probably my favorite contour shade in here. This is Farmer's Market, so I like this one just a hair more than the Chocolate Soleil. But I like this whole like trio. The highlight in here is good. Summer House is a really pretty blush. So this is a good travel palette. And this is one of the Hamptons Weekender little contour palette. I will repurchase this when I hit pan because that's one of my favorite pieces. I've had this forever. This is the Pure Bronze and Brighten. I can't stand like to get rid of, like, this highlighter is amazing. I like the bronzer. You can see that there are some little dips in it. I don't use it a ton because like they're very creamy and very pigmented. But like that's a gorgeous bronzer if you go in with light hand and like that blush. And then like that is like a super wet highlighter. So this is from Pure. And so I really, really like that palette. It's a few years old now, but you can see like there's still a lot of, like, it's still creamy. It still works really good. So, and then this was featured in my highlight video. This is the Manizer Sisters little trio, Mary Lou, Cindy Lou, and Betty Lou. I keep it in this drawer because I use this as a highlighter. I use this as a blush topper, and then I use this as my like shimmery bronzer. So even though these are technically highlighters, that's how I'm able to utilize that. And I should actually put my Urban Decay palette in there also for the same reason. So I'm actually going to move it up here because, again, and this was featured in my highlight video, like this is a good blush topper. I'm able to mix these together as a good highlight shade. This is pretty on me on its own, and then I use Regal as a bronzer. So I'm going to move it up here because I think it'll get more use in this drawer. This one is a new one for me. This is from Real Her, and I do like this little one a lot. This is a pretty contour. This is a pretty highlight. This is a pretty blush. I may pass it along because I got this one. I have this one, and then I also have like this Pure one. Like I have a bunch of new ones. Like this one from Pure in Fair Light is gorgeous. Like the only shade I don't really think I really use is this like setting powder, but I use the blush and the contour for sure. I don't know that I really get on with this highlighter though. I don't think I've ever tried to use that. I don't know. So I need to like figure out, because I know I don't need all of these. I need to figure out which one I like better. Like this is pretty too. That's a much better highlight than what's in the Pure one. I think that's why I've still kept it, because I like the blush and this contour shade. I don't care so much for the highlight in here, but I need to use these a little bit more. One of these will probably go soon. I'm just going to hold on to both of them for now because I need to decide which one I really want, because I definitely, like I said, I don't need both. And then this one's also new from Iconic London, and I really like this. Again, I'm able, contour, bronzer for me, I'm able to use both of those, and then I have both of those blush shades, and so I'm able to utilize this whole palette. So this one is good. At the end, I'm going to try and figure out which one of these to go, because I think I need to get rid of one of those right now. And then I have this one. It's from the Balm. It's their Girl Powder. I never use this. I love these blushes. I might pop. The only thing I don't really care for is the highlighter. I might pop these out because I have a Z palette in my blush drawer, and I might see if I can take these out and just put those in that, and then that would get this out of the drawer. So I think I'm going to set this aside because this is technically a contour shade, but you could also use it as a blush. So I think I'm going to save these and ditch that, and I'll just relocate that. So I have my Peach and Glow. This is one of those that got like mixed reviews. Like this shows up on me. Like that's not an intense highlighter on me by any means, but I'm able to use this whole palette. So I got lucky, and it's like the diamond highlighter. Like everything pretty much shows up on me as far as those toothpaste products go. So it just worked out. And then I have the Sugar Peach one also. This one's definitely got more pigmentation. This is more like subtle esque makeup, but it does work on me. And then this one, obviously, the blushes and highlight and bronzer in here a little more intense. Yeah, that peach palette, I got lucky, and the diamond highlight, I got lucky. Like, they work on my skin. The Tarte's Pro Glow, I don't use this often. My other Tarte palette, I decluttered. It's pretty. I'm going to keep it for now. I like all the blush shades in here, so I'm going to keep that for now. Everything is dusty, so just excuse me. My whole house is dusty. This is from Becca. This is one of the Chloe collabs that she did with her friend Malika. I think this is Made with Love by Malika. This is, yeah, their BFF. I'm again able to use all of this. Like, the two blush shades work. The highlight shows up on me. It's not too dark. And then this is a pretty bronzer. I got this on Nordstrom Rack, I believe. And then I have this other Becca, 2 years ago holiday set. I'm able to use, again, bronzer, highlight, blush. So there's that. I have this Balm palette, and I don't use this as often. It's got eyeshadows, blush, bronzer. Again, I probably need to see if I can pop some of these out and put them in that Z palette. But I do use this occasionally, and it is a good travel palette. The one that I wish I could Frankenstein would be these two. I need to see if I can pop these out and make my own without destroying anything, because I have the shades in here, and then I have the shades in here. So I have two Hoola bronzers and then two Dallas shades, but one Dallas shade is darker than the other. So if I could figure out a way to take these both apart and Frankenstein them back together, then I could get away with having one Benefit palette. Because I don't need two Dallas shades, and I don't need two Hoola bronzers, and then a pan would fit in here. But so yeah, I need to see if I can Frankenstein these without breaking them. So if you know how to get these pans out without hurting the packaging, I would totally Frankenstein a palette and just keep one of these, because I don't need both. But there's products that I like from both, so they're both still here. So let me put everything back. I'm going to look at these two face palettes, and then we're going to, I'll show you what I'm decluttering. I did decide just to get rid of the Real Her one. I do like this one, but I think I like the blush in the Pure palette just a little bit more. So I'm going to get rid of this one. And then we've got the Bare Minerals little contour. I'm going to get rid of my Summer of Love just because it's bulky. I mean, it's fine. I think I can get away with using the other one more. This Wet n Wild bronzer. I'm going to get rid of my Clay Play palette and then my other Makeup Revolution contour palette, because I don't feel like I need all of these. It's just, stuff's just not getting used, and I should be using. So that's, is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things, which I don't think is bad, especially from the face palette drawer, because I wasn't planning on getting rid of anything, and I'll pass that one along. I don't think I'll miss it. So yeah, that's everything. After that, let's see, we've got my miscellaneous concealer, liquid products, eyeliners, mascaras, and then face powders. So that video will be coming, so make sure you're subscribed. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you in another video very, very soon. Bye, everybody.